It's very likely that most people are not interested in what you have to offer. Most people. So you got to find the correct audience. You got to understand what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what their needs and wants is, and how you go about finding that person. Being a marketing legend, one of the ones that I respect the most in this world, I would love to hear you define marketing in your own words.
To me, it's the recognition and understanding, full understanding of the public in terms of their wants and needs, how to reach them copy-wise and emotionally to elicit the fastest response possible. And then take them on a journey that they can handle. Meaning, I got programs that are $187,000. And somebody calls and says, hey, I'm interested in your work. I say, oh, okay, let me show you my $187,000 program. They don't even know me yet. So what happens? They buy a book for $20. And then you build and you build. It's building. And people who are in a rush to close it now forget one thing. The person they're talking to feels it. They're not comfortable. They feel pressed. They feel put upon, right? And that can blow the relationship right there, you see.
Wow.
So that's my scope of what that's about.
I liked how you said recognition of the audience, right? You got to really understand who they are. Because if you think about the size of the planet and the billions of people in it, I always say that it's very likely that most people are not interested in what you have to offer. Most people. So you got to find the correct audience. You got to understand what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what their needs and wants is, and how you go about finding that person. And that's essential. And that's part of marketing, because it's not just only about the messaging. It's not about the copy, and it's not about the email. It's about finding the person that needs your solution.
Exactly. Let me share a survey with you that you can use immediately. It's called a panel survey.
The panel survey.
I love panel surveys. I'm going to tell you why. Panel survey is where you're going to get a cross-section of your public, right? Or your perceived public. So you get an older person, a younger person, a woman, a man, a painter, and a house painter, and a guy who's got a big company, and so on. Okay, we put them in a room, okay? You even got the window there, but you hook the room up so that you can hear, but you're not in the room. You have a facilitator, okay, who sits down and he says, okay, AGM, marketing, what do you think? And one guy says, well, I don't, marketing, I don't know. Another one says, oh, I love marketing, but I only do postcards. And the whole idea, what you're looking at, what I call a V, which is they start and everybody's got different opinions and blah, blah, and that's fine. A facilitator who knows what they're doing is able to steer it, because what we're after is the common denominator. There's a magical thing in a panel that after a while, if the person knows what they're doing, they will come to a point and somebody will say, well, yeah, but it's all about return on investment. And then suddenly they come alive and they will go, yeah, that's right. That's what it's about. I never did marketing because I couldn't get the return on investment. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming. We gave you lunch. Here's $50, whatever. And now you got a pretty good certainty that you've got a button, you've got a message. Now, how do you put that out there?
Return on investment.
You see, now you got return on investment, and you're going to sculpt that in various ways, right? What represents a return on investment? What is it? And you're going to be pretty successful. But it's a great survey because it's live, it's right there. And not only that, but you can pull on their answer. So somebody says, pull on a return on investment. Oh, what do you mean by that? How much have you spent? What did you? You're trying to get down, kind of into what I call that V, where you're starting broad, but then you get that point right at the bottom, boom, now you got it. And if you did it 2 or 3 times, and then each time is coming up with the same bottom line, you can take that to the bank.
That becomes your marketing strategy. Yeah. That becomes your campaign that you go after.
Right.
That's brilliant, Artie. All right. Artie, thank you for being here. Any final message for the audience listening in?
The rule is know your audience.
You got to know your audience. You got to understand what they're trying to solve so you can go out there and present it in a way that they understand that you're going to solve that problem for them. That by itself is power. Just applying that is going to make your time worth it today.